Hey everyone, it's Tomek from Soccer Bedtime Stories. If you enjoy our stories and think they are worth your hard-earned money, please consider supporting us on Buzzsprout at bit.ly/Soccer Bedtime Stories. That's bit.ly/Soccer Bedtime Stories. Or just look for us on Buzzsprout. Just $3 a month will give you special access to fan art, newsletters, shoutouts, and other community benefits. By supporting the show, you support us and allow us to keep our show ad-free and accessible for soccer-loving kids and adults around the globe. As always, we love to hear from you. Continue to reach out, leave reviews. Hope you enjoy the story. Sleep well and dream big, friend. Hello there, soccer friend. Let's take a deep breath. Snuggle up in a cozy blanket. Let's close our eyes and go to a place where the fields are green and the crowds are loud. Tonight's story is one that will transport us to a magical world where anything is possible. We'll meet great heroes, some villains, travel to far-off lands. We will experience an incredible journey together. So let's close our eyes, relax, and get ready to embark on an unforgettable adventure that will fill our dreams with wonder and excitement. The Knight of Bayer Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso's quest for the cup. Once upon a time, in the kingdom of soccer, amidst the grand castles and pitches, there was a little kingdom, the kingdom of Leverkusen. A land of modest size but immense passion, where the spirit of the game permeated every cobblestone, every home, and every heart. The city itself, industrious and vibrant, pulsed to the rhythm of football, with local taverns, markets, and squares buzzing with tales of matches past, of dreams yet to come. The citizens of this proud land yearned for glory that had eluded them for far too long, their dreams frequently dashed by the fierce dragon known across the lands as Bayern Munich. The beast, reigning supreme in the Bundesliga, has long cast a shadow over Leverkusen, instilling fear and resignation in the heart of its people. Who could defeat this foe who, like smog of old, hoarded its cups, trophies, and golden treasures in the Allianz Arena? With foes near and far, the people of Leverkusen looked for a hero to free their dreams and return the treasures to the fabled fortress of Bay Arena. It was then, on a dreary October day, after suffering a loss to FC Porto, that a knight in armor appeared, Xabi Alonso. A knight who traveled lands near and far, stood before the people and offered his services. Having spent time serving the dragon, Xabi knew of the dangers that lay ahead. He prepared the people for all that would be required of them. Bayern Munich was not just a simple beast, one to be simply defeated. The dragon of Munich was as fierce as any that had come before. For 11 long years, Bayern had dominated the Bundesliga countryside, not only capturing league titles, but 20 national cups that filled its hoard to the brink. Challengers had come from Dortmund and Leipzig, but none could stand to the challenge. What could lowly Leverkusen do? A Leverkusen that had spent 119 years searching for a title. They had failed with great knights like Ballack, Berbatov, and Zeriberto. It was in this moment, as the sun set over the Bay Arena, casting long shadows across the pitch, that Coach Alonso, the Spanish knight, stood in front of his players. Clad in red and black, he exuded a calm confidence that seemed to fill the air with anticipation. Alonso, aware of the weight of his new role, addressed his team with a blend of resolve and inspiration. Today marks a new chapter, not just for me, but for all of us here at Leverkusen, Alonso began, his voice echoing slightly in the quiet of the empty stadium. We stand on the brink of a season filled with challenges, but also ripe with opportunity. It is our time to rise, to fight back against the shadows of doubt, and to carve out our place in history. Alonso paced slowly in front of his players, each of whom listened intently, captivated by the promise of change. We will train harder, think smarter, and play with the passion that this badge deserves. Our journey will not be easy. It will demand the best of each of us every day. But I know that we have the heart, the skill, and the courage to face whatever comes our way. With a tactical board behind him, Alonso then outlined his vision. He spoke of a fluid, attacking style of play, emphasizing speed, agility, and precision. We will be a team that controls the game, that makes the opponent adapt to us, not the other way around. Our strategy will be our shield, and our skill our sword. As he delved into specific tactics, Alonso's experience as a player who had faced some of the best teams in the world shone through. He discussed formations, player movements, and game scenarios, demonstrating each with clear diagrams and enthusiastic gestures. Each position has a role, and each role is crucial. We move as one unit, a single entity driven towards one goal. Alonso's eyes swept across the face of his players, each alight with renewed fervor and determination. "This is our time," he declared, his voice steady and strong. "Let us go forward with courage, hold nothing back, and bring glory to Leverkusen. Together, we will build a legacy that lasts." As the team broke out in applause, rallying around their new coach, the sense of unity was palpable. Alonso had not just outlined a plan, he had ignited a belief in the possibility of triumph over dragons and the potential to transform underdogs into champions. Under the fading light, Alonso's pledge had sown the seeds of an audacious hope, one that soon would be tested in the arenas of the Bundesliga. It was now time to prepare for the battle to come. Even as great of a knight as Xabi knew that he could not do it alone, so in search of companions he ventured far and wide. In the town itself, Xabi was able to find a number of brave knights. They had already battled the Dragon of Munich, and though they had lost in the past, their spirit was not defeated. Florian Wirtz, the young sage of the field, possessed a vision and creativity that belied his tender years. His keen mind for the game made him an invaluable asset in Alonso's cadre of knights. Besides him stood Germain Frimpong, known throughout the land for his blistering speed and tireless forays down the right flank. His prowess would be essential in outmaneuvering the opposition in the heat of battle. Beyond the walls of Leverkusen, Coach Alonso searched as well. He traveled to London and beyond to find new knights to accompany him on his quest. Adding to this formidable assembly was Granit Xhaka, the steadfast Swiss sentinel. As the captain of his national team, Xhaka brought a tenacious presence in the midfield, his armor gleaming with the experience and resilience gleaned from battles fought across Europe. His strategic acumen in controlling the pace of combat would anchor the team's defenses and fortify their attacks. Jonas Hoffmann, a versatile knight from the realms of Germany, wielded his technical skills with precision and grace. Capable of navigating the battlefield in multiple roles, his adaptability would allow Alonso greater flexibility in deploying his forces, ensuring that their formation could be as fluid and unpredictable as the wind. From the southern lands came Alejandro Grimaldo, an attacking left-back whose blade had stuck the enemy's heart 9 times this previous season and whose crosses, like arrows, had found their mark 11 times. His arrival on a free stead was heralded as a coup, promising to bolster the left flank with both defense and a surge of attacks. Lastly, the young Nigerian striker, Victor Boniface, joined the ranks, his physical prowess and keen eye for the goal promising to transform creative midfield skirmishes into decisive victories. His energy and ambition were a perfect match for Alonso's version of a team that not only challenged their foes, but did so with a vibrant, relentless assault. Together, these warriors formed the core of Alonso's reimagined Leverkusen, a blend of seasoned experience and youthful vigor, all united under the banner of tactical wisdom and knightly valor. As Alonso detailed their roles and how they would interlock in the battles to come, each knight felt the weight of their duty and the thrill of potential glory. They were not just a team, they were Alonso's chosen guardians, ready to reclaim their honor and carve their legacy into the halls of football history. The early season brought with its formidable challenge as Xabi Alonso's Knights of Leverkusen ventured into the lair of the Great Dragon, Bayern Munich, at the majestic Allianz Arena. The relentless behemoth of German football had clinched the Bundesliga crown for the last 11 seasons, a streak that instilled awe and fear across the realm. As the match unfolded under the bright lights and roaring crowd, the stage was set for what many believed would be a familiar tale of dominance by the reigning champions. As the game neared its climax, the script appeared to follow the expected path. Leon Goretzka, a stalwart of the Bayern squad, unleashed a fierce strike in the 86th minute, a blow that seemed to steal yet another victory for the mighty Bayern. The goal sent a wave of dismay through the ranks of Leverkusen supporters, who feared their brave efforts were to be in vain. However, the spirit of Alonso's Knights was not to be so easily broken. With the sands of time running low and the shadows of defeat looming, Leverkusen rallied with the tenacity and courage that had become their hallmark under Alonso's guidance. As the clock ticked into the 94th minute, a dramatic twist unfolded. Leverkusen, through sheer determination and a stroke of fate, won a penalty, a chance to level the scores and snatch a measure of victory from the jaws of defeat. Ezequiel Palacios, the Argentine midfielder known for his calm under pressure, stepped up in the spot. With the weight of expectation bearing down upon him, Palacios struck true, sending the ball crashing into the net, past the outstretched arms of the Bayern goalkeeper. The leveler was more than a goal, it was a declaration that this Leverkusen team, under the banner of Xabi Alonso, would not falter easily. They would fight until the final whistle and beyond. This goal did not just secure a point in a fairly contested match. It ignited a belief within the team and its supporters. It set a precedent for the season, establishing Leverkusen as a team capable of defying expectations and overcoming adversity. The importance of Palacios' late goal would echo through the season, a symbol of their resilience and their newfound spirit under Alonso's leadership. As the team left the field, heads held high, they knew that they had not just survived a test, but had sent a message to the league. the Knights of Leverkusen were here to challenge the old order. As winter gave way and the Bundesliga resumed post-Christmas, the Knights of Leverkusen, led by our fearless knight, found themselves in an enviable yet precarious position. The ledger still showed 0 in the loss column, a testament to their unyielding spirit and tactical acumen through the first half of the season. Perched atop the league table, they faced the weight of expectations, every match now a test of their title credentials. The first challenge of the new year was a journey to Augsburg, a team capable of uplifting the mightiest foes on their day. As the match unfolded, it seemed destined to end in a stalemate. Augsburg's defenses stood firm, repelling Leverkusen's attacks, and as the minutes ticked away, the prospect of dropping points loomed large, a potential blow to Leverkusen's impressive run. However, the narrative that Alonso's Leverkusen were crafting this season was one of resilience and dramatic flair. True to form, as the game edged towards its conclusion, a familiar hero emerged once again. Palacios, who had already etched his name with his dramatic equalizer at Bayern, stepped into the limelight once more. With just 70 seconds remaining, a scramble ensued inside the Augsburg box following a corner kick. The ball ricocheted off a cluster of bodies, falling kindly to Palacios. With a poacher's instinct, he poked the ball home, his shot weaving through the sea of legs and finding the back of the net. The Augsburg fans, who had been moments away from celebrating a hard-fought draw, were left in stunned silence. The goal was not just a winner, it was a statement. Alonso's men were not merely participating in the league, they were dominating it, turning potential draws into victories with sheer determination and an uncanny knack for late drama. These late goals were becoming a hallmark of their campaign, a trait synonymous with champions. Each last-minute victory not only added points to their tally, but also bolstered their psychological edge over their rivals. As Leverkusen celebrated yet another dramatic win, the belief within the squad and among their supporters grew stronger. With Alonso at the helm, they were more than just contenders. They were a team transformed into potential champions. Their armor forged in the fires of tight matches and their swords sharpened by the thrill of late victories. The quest for the title was far from over, but Leverkusen, under Alonso's guidance, had every intention of continuing the charge, bolstered by the magic of their late-game heroics. The relentless pace of the Bundesliga season continued, and just a week after their dramatic victory at Augsburg, the Knights of Leverkusen found themselves on the road once more. Their next challenge was Red Bull Leipzig, a formidable adversary with ambitions of their own to secure a place in European competitions. The encounter promised to test Leverkusen's mettle far more than the previous week's clash. As the match unfolded, it quickly became apparent the Leipzig was not going to make it easy for Leverkusen. The home team's aggressive play and tactical prowess saw Leverkusen trailing twice in the game. However, the resilience that had become their signature was on full display yet again. Each time Leipzig scored, Leverkusen responded, refusing to be beaten, their spirit undimmed by their setbacks. The drama peaked as the match entered its final moments, with the scoreboard reading again against them and the clock ticking into stoppage time. Leverkusen won a corner. The tension was palpable as the ball was swung into the penalty area, a last-gasp effort to salvage something from the game. This time, it was Piero Hincapié, the young Ecuadorian defender, who emerged as the hero. Known more for his solid defensive work than for scoring goals, Hincapié found himself in the perfect position at the critical moment. As the corner kick arced into the box, he made a decisive run, Sliding in to meet the ball with precision, his connection was perfect, sending the ball flashing past the Leipzig goalkeeper and into the net. The goal in the 91st minute was his dramatic twist in the tail, securing all 3 points for Leverkusen and sending their traveling fans into ecstatic celebrations. For Xabi, it was a rare moment of glory in front of goal, and while it was his only goal of the season so far, the significance of his contribution could not be overstated. His timely strike not only ensured Leverkusen remained at the top of the Bundesliga table, but also epitomized unyielding character and the never-say-die attitude that Alonso had instilled in his team. As Leverkusen celebrated yet another stunning victory, the belief that they could go all the way and lift the trophy at the end of the season grew stronger. Each late goal, each comeback was not just about the points added to the table, but a testament to the spirit of a team that refused to be beaten, a team that was becoming increasingly seen not just as contenders, but as champions in waiting. The stage was set for a monumental showdown at Bay Arena, a fixture laden with anticipation and stakes higher than any other point in the season. Bayern Leverkusen, under the strategic command of Xabi Alonso, faced their fiercest adversaries, Bayern Munich. With just a slender 2-point lead separating the top contenders, this match was poised to be a pivotal battle in a title race, a clash that could very well dictate the champions of the Bundesliga. This was no ordinary match day. It was a historic moment in Bundesliga history. Never before had two teams amassed more than 50 points by this stage of the season. The atmosphere was electric, the air thick with anticipation and the weight of impending history. For Alonso's men, this was more than a game. It was a chance to solidify their claim to the throne and demonstrate their championship medal. From the outset, Leverkusen displayed an intensity and purpose that spoke volumes of their preparation and resolve. The match began at a frantic pace, with Leverkusen asserting their dominance early on. The breakthrough came in the 12th minute, a moment that set the tone for the rest of the encounter. Josip Stanisic, not typically known for his goal-scoring prowess, found himself in the right place at the right time, driving the ball home to give Leverkusen an early lead. The goal electrified the Bay Arena, crowded and injected an even greater sense of belief into Alonso's squad. Leverkusen controlled the game with poise and aggression, dictating the tempo and keeping the Bayern players on their back foot. Each pass, each move was executed with precision, reflecting Alonso's tactical blueprint and the players' commitment to their roles. As the game progressed, Leverkusen did not relent. Their dominance on the field was a clear display of their evolution under Alonso. The team once considered underdogs now stood toe-to-toe with the Bundesliga giants, challenging and overpowering them. The victory not only extended Leverkusen's lead to 5 points in the league, but also marked a significant moment in the career of Bayern's coach, Thomas Tuchel. The defeat at Bayern Arena was a critical blow, signaling what many saw as the beginning of the end of his tenure at Bayern, a testament to the shifting powers of German football, orchestrated by the strategic genius of Xabi Alonso and the spirited performance of his Leverkusen Knights. This match was a statement, nay, a declaration that Leverkusen was no longer just participants in the title race, but were leading it. The victory was emblematic of their season, a team reborn under Alonso, unified in their quest for glory and relentless in their pursuit of perfection. As the final whistle blew, the fans and players knew they had witnessed not just a win, but a historic milestone in Leverkusen's journey towards the Bundesliga crown. As the Bundesliga season raced towards its climax, Leverkusen, now firmly positioned as title favorites under Xabi Alonso's guidance, faced another critical hurdle. Their opponent, Hoffenheim, remained a formidable force, boasting an unbeaten run that promised a challenging encounter. With the title within grasp, Leverkusen aimed to continue their own remarkable, unbeaten streak and edge closer to their first ever league crown. The match at Hoffenheim's ground unfolded with the tension and drama befitting a late-season clash of high stakes. Despite Leverkusen's aggressive play and tactical discipline, it was Hoffenheim who struck first. Maximilian Bayer, the young striker known for his knack for crucial goals, broke through Leverkusen's defense to score, putting Hoffenheim ahead with just minutes left on the clock. The goal sent a wave of concern through the Leverkusen ranks, their traveling supporters as the specter of their first defeat loomed large. However, true to the character and the resilience that had defined their season, Leverkusen refused to buckle under pressure. The response was swift and decisive. Rob Andrich, pillar in midfield throughout the campaign, stepped up when it mattered most. With just 2 minutes of regulation time remaining, he found the back of the net, reigniting hope and pushing the team for a final assault. The comeback was complete in true Leverkusen fashion. A dramatic late strike that had become a hallmark of their season. This time it was Patrick Schick, the towering forward who had risen as the figurehead of Leverkusen's attack since the winter break. In the 91st minute, amidst the chaotic scramble following a corner, Schick demonstrated his poacher's instinct. He reached quickest, redirecting the ball into the net and securing a thrilling victory for Leverkusen. This win was more than just another 3 points. It was a testament to the indomitable spirit and unity of Alonso's team. Leverkusen's ability to overturn deficits and snatch victories from the jaws of defeat had become their signature, inspiring belief not just within the squad, but among fans and observers alike. Each late goal not only fortified their position at the top of the table, but also etched their name deeper into the annals of Bundesliga history. As the final whistle blew, the joy and relief were palpable. Leverkusen had once again demonstrated the qualities of champions: resilience, determination, and a never-say-die attitude. With their unbeaten record intact and the league title now tantalizingly close, Leverkusen stood on the brink of achieving a historic first, driven by the tactical brilliance of Alonso and the unyielding spirit of a team destined for glory. The stage was set for a monumental day in the history of Leverkusen as they faced Werder Bremen with the Bundesliga title on the line. A victory would not only secure the championship, but would also mark the culmination of a season filled with unparalleled determination and skill under the leadership of our glorious knight, Xabi Alonso. The match kicked off amid palpable tension with the weight of expectations heavy in the air. Leverkusen dominated possession but found it challenging to break down Bremen's resolute defense initially. The breakthrough came from Victor Boniface, who coolly converted a penalty to give Leverkusen a slender 1-0 lead at halftime. Despite the advantage, the slender margin left room for doubt and anxiety among the Bayer Leverkusen faithful. As the second half began, the lingering doubts were swiftly dispelled by an inspired display. Xhaka, the midfield general who had been instrumental throughout the season, unleashed a thunderbolt from distance, a shot that rocketed into the net and doubled Leverkusen's lead. Xhaka's goal not only provided cushion, but also ignited a scoring spree that would see Leverkusen play some of their best football of the season. The floodgates opened and Florian Wirtz, Leverkusen's star playmaker, took center stage, demonstrating why he was considered one of the brightest talents in Europe. Wirtz scored a brilliant hat-trick, weaving through Bremen's defense with ease and finishing with clinical precision. Each goal was a masterpiece, showcasing his dribbling prowess, vision, and shooting accuracy. The final whistle confirmed a 5-0 victory for Leverkusen, a result that did more than just secure the Bundesliga title. It was a declaration of their dominance and a celebration of their incredible season. The Bay Arena erupted in jubilation, with fans and players alike sharing in the euphoria of a long-awaited triumph. Clinching the title in such emphatic fashion underscored the transformation the team had undergone under Alonso. From underdogs to undisputed champions, Leverkusen had not only silenced their critics, but had also laid down a marker for future seasons. The climactic battle that will be etched in history, Bayer Leverkusen finally vanquished the formidable dragon, Bayern Munich. This epic victory shattered the long-standing aura of invincibility that Bayern had held over the league, signaling a new era in Bundesliga football. The spell of fear that had gripped Leverkusen for decades was broken, unleashing a wave of euphoria across the kingdom of Leverkusen. The story of Bayer's remarkable season under Alonso was far from over. It was a tale of tactical brilliance, relentless perseverance, and a spirit of unity that propelled them to heights previously unimagined. Only time would tell how far this team would go, but for now, they could bask in the glory of their well-earned title, a testament to their hard work and dedication. Leverkusen's story is not just one of sporting triumph, but a beacon of inspiration. It teaches us that with visionary leadership, resilience, tactical flexibility, unity, and a willingness to embrace change, no challenge is too great and no summit is unreachable. As we close this chapter on Leverkusen's historic season, these lessons remain enduring and influential, guiding us in sports and life alike. Sleep well and dream big, soccer friend. Hey soccer friends, if you enjoy soccer bedtime stories, you might also enjoy the Soccer Time Machine podcast. It is a soccer history daily for kids, by kids. Join our young soccer fans on an epic adventure through the history of the beautiful game. From legendary players to historic moments, we'll explore it all in a fun and engaging way that's perfect for young soccer fans like you. So grab your jerseys and get ready to kick off this exciting journey with the Soccer Time Machine podcast on August 1st, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe and follow to make sure you don't miss an episode. Now, off to our bedtime story. Sweet soccer dreams.